Thanks for staying with us. It is Friday. We do not want it to end, but luckily there's still a few more days. Lexington Craft Beer Week. We have a brewery today operating at the highest standards. Fusion Brewing is relaxed, comfortable, and has a super fun atmosphere. They give customers access to high-quality craft beer, so it is fitting that we are wrapping up the beer week with them. Thank you both so much for being here. Peyton and Chris, thank you. All right, talk to us about Fusion Brewing.
Well, Fusion Brewing is just a brewery that's I started here in town. We're down in the Distillery District. It originally came from me being a professor at EKU teaching fermentation science.
Okay.
And when the budget got cut there, they downsized the program, and I decided that I had some opportunities that I could take to try to open up a brewery. With some help from family and friends, I was able to start the company with the idea that we're going to be a family-friendly, fun place to be and have some beer.
And I love how you have, and you can see, probably not on the glasses here, but it's science and beer meeting together.
Yeah, that really comes from my background of being a scientist.
Okay.
I have a PhD doctorate in biochemistry, molecular biology, and then I did a degree in yeast cell biology, and that's how I got into beer.
So you really are an expert.
Well, somewhat.
To the molecular
He's a beer,
level.
pretty much a beer doctor, it sounds like to me. Is that right?
I guess you could say that, maybe. That's a level.
Okay, so tell us about your location. Where can we find you?
So we're down in the Manchester Distillery District,
Okay.
the James E. Pepper area.
Yes.
So we're in the new Rick House building with the big mural on
Yes,
the side.
okay.
You're
Exactly
driving
what you're
towards
talking about.
New Circle Road. We're on the far side, right next to the creek, with Battle Axes as our neighbor. If anyone's familiar with them, they're the bar that you can go and throw
Yes.
axes at
Which
targets.
just seems dangerous
Seems
to be in a
terrifying.
beer district.
Hey, everyone seems to have a good time, and I don't think there's been any accidents
You're
yet.
fairly new to the scene there, aren't you?
Yep.
In case anybody hasn't been down to the district, they need to go back and visit you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been here since February 1st. Things
Okay.
are going great so far. Brought some beer samples today,
Yeah,
too.
let's
Heck yeah.
let's get into this right now as we're talking. Now, you've been celebrating Lexington Craft Beer Week. You've released some new beers. Tell us about that this week.
Okay, so we released 5 beers this week.
Oh,
wow.
2 are going to be today and tomorrow. The one today is a white IPA. So we took our wit beer and we took an IPA and we just mixed them. And it's kind of fruity. It's got nice bitterness on the back. And then the one we're releasing tomorrow is a Belgian triple. So it's high in alcohol. So if that's what you like, you're going to love it. It's like
All right.
9.1%
You ready for that?
alcohol. But it's very yeasty and Belgian-y.
So what did you bring for us today to
So
try?
the ones we've got here today in the growler here, I brought the Nebula. It's our single hop Galaxy IPA. It's going to have a little bit of citrus flavor, a little bit of bitterness.
A little action.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, I like it.
It's no longer at that
That's
38
like,
degree
that's almost
temperature.
like a champagne pop.
Pretty much.
So is this what you would consider a lighter beer, or this is from the non-expert? How would you describe it?
So light's one of those interesting words that probably has like 6 different connotations. This
especially
one has,
for somebody who doesn't know.
This one's got tons of a hoppy flavor.
Okay.
But it's light and crisp. It's not very high in alcohol at 6.6%. It's going to be right there in the elevated IPA range.
Okay.
But it's still light and crisp. As far as the hop flavor, though, it's very heavy hop flavor. So
Heavy hop flavor.
it's not going to be similar to like an American domestic.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. And since we have a beer doctor here, what is the difference when in your craft beers with the percentage of alcohol? What kind of difference does that make? Let's get real.
Well, I mean, the real idea, with different alcohol, of course, is you can get drunk faster.
So, okay, so it's a
that's-
simple answer.
That's
You get more, you get drunk
That's
faster.
the dangerous but the most straightforward answer.
Yeah.
No, I was
Absolutely.
thinking there was maybe another.
And the reason for that is you're really just adding more grain, which means more sugar.
Gotcha.
And the yeast turn that into alcohol, so you get more.
All
I
right.
see.
So nothing scientific,
No,
just
no.
to get drunk quicker.
No, well, that's the danger of it, but it's
Straightforward.
also some people like that flavor.
Sure. Let's
Right.
try this Nebula. I love the
Nebula.
name of
Nebula.
it.
That's really good.
It's still great.
Okay, so
It's crispy.
It's okay. This is from the non-expert, and the only
Same.
way I can describe it is complex.
Yes.
Because it tastes when you first taste it on your lips, it has one flavor, and then as it travels down your tongue, is that the way you talk about this
She
stuff?
is
Yeah,
So-
it's exactly what
It's
you're
a
talking about.
different. It's a different
So-
taste.
so you
And I
use
just
this-
say crispy.
Yeah, you use the same words as you would for food, right? So
Yeah.
complex is perfect. There's the first part of the tongue, the beginning of the palate. Then there's the back of the palate. The back of the palate you should probably get bitter.
Sure.
A lot of people
Right.
talk about these different tastes, and I don't know if I've ever had it so obvious as this beer.
That's great. So that's a great way. That's
Yeah,
a great beer
it's
to
very
describe.
good.
Very,
So this
very
is
good.
Nebula.
It's a great beer to teach with, I
Nebula.
guess.
Okay.
Okay.
So you have something going on tomorrow because there's the big kind of end to the weekend. Tell us about that.
So tomorrow, not only are we releasing a beer at the brewery, we're also going to the Lexington Brewing.
I think it's at Old
Pro-Am.
Town, right? Yeah.
It's the Pro-Am.
Oh, cool.
Pro-Am Brewing
Yeah.
Beer Fest, and all the craft breweries in town, and some from out of town or just
Sure.
outside of town will be there. We'll all have tents. There'll be food. It's a family-friendly event. You can bring your kids. You can bring your dog.
Wonderful.
It's only $20 to have the beer.
Okay.
Not bad at all.
steal.
Not bad at
And a
all.
lot of high alcohol beers there.
Yeah, probably a lot of
$20
beers
goes
there.
a long way, people.
And then we hit the right end of our weekend, something Peyton put together, so I'll kind of leave it to him.
Yeah. So if anyone watches Game of Thrones this
I think
weekend,
a lot
we're,
of people do.
we're doing our I Drink and I Know Things Game of Thrones trivia this weekend. We've been getting, we've partnered up with Kentucky Taste Buds podcast.
Yes,
They've kind of
I
been
love
helping
them.
promote and,
Yeah, they're
I love
great.
them so much.
They've been a
They're
huge help
wonderful.
They're
to
on the
me.
show a lot
Yeah.
as well.
And we're really excited. We're really looking forward to it. But we have our neighbors, Battle Axes. They have a mobile axe throwing unit. It's
Wait.
a trailer that they will park out in our patio,
Wow.
weather permitting, so
movable.
people
Maria,
can come.
I
and-
think we have Sunday plans. What time does it start?
So it's from the trivia is going to be from 4 to 6, and we'll have axe throwing from 2 to 7.
2 o'clock. We
right.
will be there because the axe throwing.
Seven.
I don't know how good we'll be at the trivia with our Game of
At,
Thrones.
or the axe
okay.
throwing.
But right, more
Axe-
beer, then
axe-
we might be better.
Possibly.
Exactly.
And what's your
Axe throwing.
website? Because you guys have a really cool website. I want everybody to check it out.
So the website is going to be fusion-brewing.com, and we've got a really in-depth, really well fleshed out Facebook page as well. We're all over social media. So,
Awesome.
We'll have lots of small events coming up. Feel free to check us out on social media.
Absolutely, and thank you both so much for coming in. You're going to stay with us after the break.